Hello and welcome to a Smurd P video. Today we're looking at Transformers Legacy United Voyager class Cybertron Universe Vector Prime. And the box art, as always, has beautiful art on the side. And on this side you can change him in 22 steps. And you can see him holding his sword and an example of him doing whatever he's doing there. I have no idea, to be fair. And then this side you have once again beautiful artwork, if I can get that out of the shining light. So let's get him out of the packaging and we can have a closer look. Okay, here is Vector Prime out of the packaging, and I think he looks very nice. He's got some nice shades of sort of like a turquoise blue and a sort of scarlet, sort of purple. I may have just said the wrong crap then, to be fair. Some nice sort of gold sort of tinting throughout many areas as well. And the detail on here, I mean, just look at that in there. That looks really great. In terms of artwork, he's got some nice red eyes, which I think look very great. And he literally looks ancient. I love the wiring here, which is really stands out and a little bit different. And you just look at that clean sort of matte finish on those purple legs all the way around. There's no real hollow pieces. Now in terms of the back, you got two ways of doing this. It says on the instructions that you keep these down here, but I did like them up, because then I feel like if they're down there they sort of get in the way. I could be wrong, or you could just do that. But yeah, no, that's probably the only bit that is a bit annoying. You know, or you could bring that up like that. You could, you know, I don't know, fire down on these enemies, maybe. That's pretty, actually, that looks really cool. So at the back, you could put the cyber key there, like so, and then the sword just sits on the back like that, which is really nice. Right. That is something with this figure. I think, you know, he could be prone to perhaps falling over time. So you got the nice sort of turquoise sort of blue sword, which is great. That's a bit that hangs on the back. Now the good thing about this, you can take the cyber key and you can literally pop that on like so, creating, I'm just going to call it the time sword. I can't remember what it's actually called, but it always sort of reminded me of that, because didn't he used to like sort of come back in time, stuff like that. I could be completely wrong. It's been a while since I watched Cybertron, so don't hate on me. So you can put the sword in there very nicely. That looks very awesome. I think that is very cool. You can also fly this around. It could be like a little shield. You know, I could be just making stuff up, because I'm pretty sure that's not what they are for. I think they're for the odd mode. That's part of the transformation. I thought it was going to get something very awesome there. And then from my understanding, I think the cyber key slots in here when you transform it all around, or it slots in somewhere anyway. So it'll be interesting to see how that works out. So he is a nice Voyager, very solid, other than my worry about the legs. So nice articulation. Can't get that all the way around. You can lift up like so, swivel there. Usual sinkhole there, but it does go around quite far. Movement on the hand, which is nice swivel on there. You can get all the way up there, you can get all the way forward and almost all the way back. Nicely done. And then there's a further swivel there, nice little lift up there. A little bit of a movement on the foot, but not much in terms of that. And then the other piece as well, which you can see the problem that I'm having with these legs. I'm not sure whether it's because of these wings at the back that just fry out of joint. And then you've got the whole hand piece as well. So some really nice articulation. I think he looks really good in this mode. Very impressive indeed. Oh man, yeah, there we go. Back to normal. So yeah, great bot mode, really quality bot mode. Like I said, it's been a while since I've watched Cybertron. It's not my favorite out of the trilogy, so to speak. So that's probably why I don't remember it as much as I would say Armada, which I remember really well. Even Ed and John, I remember reasonably well. But Cybertron, I think I just remember those first sort of couple of episodes. And I just thought, like, I mean, I've watched them all, but I just don't think I could get into it as well as the other seasons. So there we go. So there is Vector Sigma in all his glory. Let's transform him into his Aut mode. Okay, so it wasn't intentional, but you can actually pop the shields off the back, and you can put them on the arms, and you have 2 shields. I'm not sure if it goes as well with the sword. 1 shield to me is pretty darn awesome and works really well, but it's great to take them off because, you know, they just remind me of those sort of phase shields that you blast and they sort of materialize on arms and stuff. That makes sense. So there we go. So very cool. Let's move on to that transformation that I mentioned. Okay, here is Vector Prime's Aut mode. The transformation was actually nice and fun, which is good because sometimes it can be complicated. But I always find with the bigger bots, they usually end up being the less complicated. So once again, you got some really beautiful detail. You got like sort of cockpit there where I guess other Autobots can remain in there. The wires, etc., look great on there. They just fit in really nicely. And then you've got sort of symbols on the sides as well, and as well as the wings. They just pop in. I guess the only thing that I'd be worried about is the more you pop them out and in, they could become more loose, I guess, over time. Behind there, you got the thrusters. And I mean, the biggest bit with this is the arms just sit there like that, but they don't really do any harm, to be fair. Get away with it. You also just stick the sword under there. Can't remember how the sword went in the show, but you know, that's not the worst place that they could have put it. It just stands out because there's only one of them. There were 2 swords. That would look very awesome on both sides, so I would have liked them to hide it a little bit better. And then the cyber key goes in there. So yeah, very straightforward. Nice little Cybertronian mode. Looks very awesome. You know, let me know what you think as well. You know, what are you getting this figure? You're a big Cybertron fan. Are you happy with how this turned out, I guess, is the question. You know, I'm not a big fan, so I'm not actually that bothered about how it looks. So maybe I'm looking at this, talking about this from the wrong point of view. So if you like my channel, please do subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody that's subscribed already. Thank you for watching this video as well. Please look after yourself. Very important these days. And as always, embrace the geekiness. Take care. Goodbye.